Aside from powerful selfie cameras, the Vivo V27 touts a new aura portrait algorithm. We're taking a look at the Vivo V27 and of course, testing out that feature in this video. Good day, you beautiful people. Welcome to LAZADA's Tech, where we do tech in your life in style. In today's video, we're taking a look at the Vivo V27. If you're not new to the channel, you'd know that I have previously covered the V series from Vivo, and this series has a special place in my heart because these are the phones that have extraordinarily good selfie cameras. Now for this Vivo V27, they're not only pushing for great selfie cameras, they're pushing for a new feature called the Aura Portrait Light. And I'm excited to test that out, so we'll do that in this video and we'll talk more about that feature later on. But first, let's take a closer look at this phone. First off, that Vivo V27 is a thin, sleek phone. That's 7.36 millimeters thin, again, very sleek. And that back, that eye-catching back, it has a very unique, classy look to the phone. I have the green version and it has this smoky, almost marbling effect, which makes it look so nice. And it doesn't end there. Vivo also used that photochromic 2.0 tech, which means that this is also a color changing back. Just like some previous Vivo V series phones, when exposed to UV light, the back changes color. Another cute little detail that just adds to the overall aesthetics of this phone. So it looks classy, it feels good in hand because of that thin curved screen and my tiny hands, thank you. But it also comes with accessories. Who would have thought that at this day and age, having accessories in the phone is not something you see on all phones? So yes, nice. This phone comes with all these accessories. Other noteworthy features on the Vivo V27, first off, there's 20 gig dynamic RAM, great for the phone performance, and an all-day 4,600 milliamp hour battery, which means it's an all-day battery plus 66-watt fast charging. So, on to the exciting part. In this video, we're gonna do a low light portrait shoot challenge. Why, you ask? Well, simple. Because this phone touts an Aura Portrait Light feature, which basically means that there's something special with that ring light flash over there. Basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to dinner, on a night out, go to an event. Things that you'd usually want a good flash for, low light things that you usually would want photos of, but previously could not get good photos of because it's dark. So we're gonna test out this phone in those scenarios, and I'm pretty excited not just because of the Aura Portrait lighting, but I'm also excited about one, this phone cameras on the back has OIS, optical image stabilization, and electronic image stabilization, meaning you should get nice stable video footage on this. Secondly, when I talk about that Aura Portrait feature, I'm not just talking about like some flash. So aside from the normal flash that you get on photo mode, when you go on portrait mode with this phone and you turn on the flash, it gives you this nice little ring light. Like, this phone's flash is specifically shaped like a circle because that's designed just like the normal ring light. And if you didn't know this, trivia guys, those ring lights are ring lights because it's supposed to reflect on your eyes, those circles, and it just gives your photos a little bit of that shimmer because of the light in your eyes. So because that Aura Portrait lighting flash is the same shape, you get those really nice looking rings in your eyes when you shoot with this portrait mode. But that is not all. Vivo's built in a specific Aura lighting algorithm just for this mode, which means that you get nicer, softer, less harsh shots when you use these cameras. Coupled with the Sony sensors on this, you just get great effects. And if you don't believe me, here's a quick sample of what that would look like with no flash, just the normal flash on photo mode. And finally, taken with the Aura Portrait feature. As you can see, side by side, there really is a difference. You can see how nice and soft and just in general a better looking photo when you shoot with the Aura Portrait Light mode. So yeah, suffice to say, I'm super excited to test this out in actual low light scenarios that I do. Now, of course, aside from that, you guys know me, I like my selfies. I'm also pretty excited to test out the selfie cameras on this because this phone features specifically specifically powerful selfie cameras.
Up front, that's a 50 megapixel camera. I like that because we don't see a lot of powerful cameras for selfies on smartphones these days. You can also record in 4K with eye autofocus. Again, a very big deal because not a lot of phones can do that, not even flagship.
Oh, and also say hi to AJ. These are quick samples of portrait mode in the daytime. First up for this low light shootout is dinner. And I gotta say, we're off to a good start with these shots at the restaurant.
Hey guys, walking now. We are out tonight. We're testing out the portrait modes on this camera. This is my friend Jazz. And this is the front-facing camera of the Vivo V27 1080p with steady face, low light. Let's go.
But before we get to our next destination, here are some Aura Light portrait samples outdoors at night. Even that zoomed in portrait looks so good. And of course, just to bring it back, this is the 1x version of that same photo. I showed you guys this photo earlier when we were doing comparisons. Next up, we're out for drinks, and let me tell you, I'm super convinced about why we need to be testing out the Aura Light portrait modes. Kids at this place we were at, they were taking a lot of flash photography at the bar we were at. So it just makes sense to test out portraits in this lighting. Gotta say, this was definitely a dark bar, so I was pretty impressed with how the photos look. They weren't too harsh on our faces. Again, I usually hate using the flash in low light because of how it looks. Gives you that caught in headlights look. So again, pretty impressed with this feature. I wanted to test out the phone on a specifically hard lighting scenario, a nice sunset. Honestly, this phone did not disappoint. And you can see the difference in output when the Aura Portrait Flash is turned off. Finally, I'm not just talking about testing the Aura Light portrait in just low light. We wanted to test it out in crazy lighting too. We were at the Vivo V27 launch event, and of course, since it was a party where they were launching the phone, there were lights everywhere. I took it upon myself to test out the Aura Light portrait with a bunch of our creator friends. That was our look at the Vivo V27. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about the Aura Light Portrait feature. Personally, I love how powerful the selfie cameras are on this phone. I will not stop reiterating, we don't see a lot of phones who focus on selfie cameras. So if that's something you'd want on your device, this is a phone to look at. Number 2, can't believe I'm saying this, but super impressed with the Aura Light Portrait feature. Full disclosure, when I was planning this video and I was planning to test out, basically that Aura Light Portrait mode, I wasn't really sold on any flash photography. Might be the millennial in me, but again, seeing how kids, those who are younger than me, you know what I mean, seeing how those kids were using flash photography at the bar when we were out, I was just so surprised that everyone was just using crappy flash photography. So definitely sold on this new feature, the Aura Light portrait feature, I'd say if you want to use a flash, use a phone like this to make yourself look way better in the flash. In the flesh. No, in the flash. You know what I mean. That's it for today. Let me know what you think about the Vivo V27. All details on pricing and availability I'll link in the description box below. If you want to see how I use my tech on a daily basis, find me online. That's LAZADA_ on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Until next time.